Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with the best books of 2015. So this video can go one of two ways. This video could be really long, or it can be really short. Not necessarily really short, it'll probably be somewhere in the middle, because some of these books I believe I have book talks for, so I'm not going to talk about them a lot. I'm just going to link the book talk down below. So these are not just books that were released in 2015, but these are books that I read in 2015. I would try to do a top 15 of 2015, but I'm really bad at that because I can't come up with 15 books that I really liked. So I just picked out the books that I really liked that I read this year, and let's go ahead and get started. These are in no particular order. So the first one is The Death Code by Lindsay Cummings. This was the final book in the Murder Complex duology, and I sum up this book in one word. It's not even a word, it's a sentence. She left it open for a third book. There can be a third book in this series, I think, because she left it open for one. It was a really good book. I'm not sure if I like the first one better or this one, but I really love this, especially since I love this duology. I thought it was a really good ending to the story, but I do think she still left it open for a third book. So this definitely had to make it onto the list since I love this duology so much. The next book is Paper Towns by John Green. This is my second favorite John Green book, right after The Fault in Our Stars. This one, I really liked the road trip element of it. I also liked the fact that it was set in Florida, and a lot of statements that John Green wrote about Florida are very true. Like the fact that we build so many houses, yet nobody buys them. It's just a Florida thing. Along with the movie that came out this year, this book was just hands down one of my favorites of the year. I love that road trip element. And I didn't do a book talk for this, but I did a book face painting for this book, so I'll definitely link that down below. This next book I did a book talk for, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it is Fairest by Marissa Meyer, the prequel to the Lunar Chronicles, which was so good. While it wasn't a huge book, it was only about 200 pages, it was still a really good book, and it really helped tie a lot of ends about the Lunar Chronicles together. Such a good book. Of course, Lunar Chronicles is my second favorite series, so I'm a little bit biased on it. I will link my book talk for it down below as well. The next book is not a YA book, but it is a nonfiction book. It is The Fangirl's Guide to the Galaxy by Sam Maggs. This book was just so cute as far as information about being a fangirl, different types of fangirls. I freaking love this book. Nonfiction book, I loved it, and it had a lot of different things, like how to make nerdy friends, how to cosplay, how to write fan fiction. I thought it was so interesting, and I would actually definitely use this as a guide. I would for sure use it as a guide. But it was so cool, and look at, like, the naked cover. It's so pretty. Like, this is such an interesting book to read, and I like reading it just because it's interesting. I mostly focus on YA fiction, but, like, I like this book as it is and how informative it is because it's about a topic that I love. So this next book, it's been a little while since I've read it. I read it back in March, I think. This book was really interesting to me, and it is The Goddess Test by Amy Carter. This book had a really interesting take on Greek mythology, and I find Greek mythology really fascinating and really interesting to learn about and read about. So I was really interested in the mythological retelling in this story, and I haven't read any of the other books in this series yet, but I really want to, because this book was so interesting to me and so good, and I thought it was a really cool way to talk about mythology, a really cool plot about it, and I thought it was really interesting. So I really want to read the other ones and see what happens, because I was really happy with the ending of this book. The next book, of course there had to be at least one YouTuber book in this list, and it is I Hate My Selfie by Shane Dawson. Guys, the reason this is on the list, this was such a lighthearted, funny, really fast-paced book, and I really, really loved it. Shane Dawson is one of those YouTubers where I watch off and on. Right now, I really like his, trying food videos. Those are really cool. But this was just such an interesting book, and I really liked the stories that he had to tell, which is part of the reason why it's on this list. He has all these really interesting, funny, weird stories that it's like, I can't believe that happened, and it was really great, and that is why he's on this list. And the final book, the final best book of 2015. Y'all knew it was going to be on the list. Y'all knew it. I've been talking about it a lot the past few videos that I've had. You knew it was going to be on the list. Winter by Marissa freaking Meyer. Of course this was going to be on the list. How can it not be? This book. I also have a book talk out for this one as well as a live show that'll be coming out on January 3rd, 6 p.m. Elizabeth Book Babbles channel. This book was weird. Not really weird. It was good. It was really good. But it had so many different things happening in it. I didn't know how to keep up, but it was such a good book, such a good finale, and I want more. I need more Lunar Chronicles, which is why I can't wait for Stars Above to come out next month. It was so interesting, and so many different pieces coming together to create this one epic final book, this one epic 824-page final book. Such a good series ender. So good. So good. And because I can't form words right now about this book, I'm going to link my book talk down below. Those are the best books of 2015. I remember filming the best books of 2014 last year, and here we are at the end of 2015. Now granted, 2015 came and it kicked my butt, but I'm ready for 2016. I'm ready. Hopefully in a few days I will have my 2015 review and my 2016 excitement video coming out really soon. But for now, I hope you guys had a great holiday, a great Christmas. If you celebrate, a great whatever you celebrate, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas. I hope you had a great holiday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!